Has Blue Water Sports Club?
He says to me, we're in a family party. I said, it might film me if you like. Louise!
Mark Gilmore from Wallasey and Simon Cowan from Preston.
afternoon everybody and welcome to Ribblesdale Wanderers. We're currently following Wayne Ditchfield and Greg Smith. Currently Wayne has 2 on. Wayne playing with the green balls. Greg played over. Glanced both woods, leaving Wayne 1. Current score 6-8 as they go. As you can see, we've got a great turnout today. Wayne plays these corners really well. Great start off Wayne. Almost touching. Ball just gives up. Wayne's asking how short it is. 2 foot. Wayne doesn't look short. In for 2, great ones. Just tucked at the back there. Second ball is approaching. Looks on the bottom side to me. I'm not going to lift up off the edge. Wayne 2. 8 across. Greg looks on the fast side. Yeah. Wayne's second ball is approaching the end. Bit quick too. Yard over. Room. Lots of room there. Greg just taking his time over this ball. Greg's ball is on its way across the green. Yours a room to get in. Looks a better speed. Yes, good ball. To the jack. Greg won. 11-10 as they go. Well, I think Craig is just going to the crown. We saw him play this mark in the qualifying games. Good lead. Oof. Wayne's just going to be short. Greg's ball is approaching. Same as his last. 2 foot to a yard over. Wayne's definitely favoured with this. Can't tell from here. Saves one definitely. Wayne won. 11 across. It's got 21-20 all over it this game. Wayne leads down to the other corner, gone 2 yards past. Greg looks a better speed. Yeah, good ball off Greg there. I mean, I can't imagine Wayne's going to try and bowl another toucher. Looks like he's going to play over. Ask Pinky to get down there. Misses. Not sure if Greg's second ball has made 2 or not. It has. Okay, current score 13-11 as they go. Greg's led up the edge again. Goes length. Just a couple of foot to the side. Wayne looks like a better road. And a good length. Just stopped at the other side of the block. Greg knocked it off, and a lot of people would ask why is Wayne bowling, but he's taken the opportunity to guess the length. If the block had stayed on, he would have had to bowl one in, so he's just practicing that skill. Greg going to go back down the edge to the middle. To the middle. I think that's perhaps gone a little bit further than he really wanted. Looks a good lead to me. Yeah, nice lead. Not getting there, Wayne. Greg makes two. Problem is Wayne put his own blocker in. Better pace. Saves one. Greg won. 14-11. Greg's led out back towards the edge. Just gone a foot behind the block. Wayne's ball looks short. Didn't look like he delivered it very well. Yep, yard short. Greg's looked a bit quick, but rested on his own behind. Wayne's short again. Oh dearie. Greg too. It's his first time one of them's had a lead. So it's 16-11. Greg 16-11. No surprise that Greg has legged back up onto the crown. Greg's first ball looking good. Good lead. Wayne's ball also good. Yeah, it looks like it's won it, but Pinky will let us know. Last ball. Greg's ball just misses Wayne's. We're not short with this. Top side, oh, just misses Greg's. Wayne won. 12-16 as they go. Sun's a little bit in the rise here as we go back up to the corner closest to us. Wayne's ball is approaching just on the top side. Length ball. Greg's ball is approaching. Looks a bit short to me. Yeah, gonna give up. Wayne's on. Wayne's second ball approaching. Going underneath this time. Swap pegs. Turned over, great ball. Greg's ball's approaching, definitely further than his first. Also followed Wayne in on the other peg. Oof. Wayne's is on the angle, but I think Greg is on. Wayne's just reminded Greg he's forgot the mat. Well, he's left the mat behind. Come and look. Okay, so we'll just pick up on the other game quickly. Simon was 17-4 up. However, Matt has now pulled it back to 17-15. So now it's become a very close game. On the game we're currently watching, Wayne won 13-16 as they go. So Wayne's come onto this edge. This edge does a little bit more than the other edge. Gone round peg on it. Left it a yard short. Greg's first ball is approaching. Left it shorter. Backyard short. Wayne's second ball. Looks a better speed. Can he miss his own? Yeah, just gone a little tight, but better ball. This ball is short. Dear me. Not even going to save. Nope. Went two. Back in it. 15-16 as they go. The other game has just gone Simon Carp 19-15. Wayne's come back up this edge on the round peg. He's left it short though. 6 foot short. Greg's ball's going to run into Wayne's. Yes, it did. Well, Greg's probably just on there, but still, loads of room. Might just pass it, I might not. Ooh, in the back of it. I mean, anywhere in Lancashire at the moment. Definitely further. Greg 2. 18-15 as they go.
Come on, good lead, Greg.
Game on.
Throw that post out there.
Look after that kick. The other game, just so you know, is 16-19. Greg's bowled the block back into the middle of the green, just on top of the crown. Left it 2 foot short. Wayne doesn't look short. Nice ball, Wayne. Pinky's been called in because Greg's going to have a go at that. Great bowler, Simon. Well, good shot. I actually missed that. Simon stopped in front of me, but the black went off, back to the bottom of the green. So no score, dead end. So score is still 18-15. The other game has just gone all but 16 to Simon Cowell. Greg's back onto the top of the crown. Looks a good speed. Good lead. Wayne's response just underneath. I mean, if he sat on it, it would have been a good ball, but it just came underneath. Gone 2 yard. Looks like another good ball coming. Wayne needs to pull one out here. Oh, he's playing the ball over. Took the block. Great ball, Wayne. Wayne 2. 17-18 as they go. What a good game. I did say it looked like a 21-20. The other game is complete. Simon Cowell 21. 16. It's gone from rough. I haven't got one.
You haven't got one? 14, Matt Gilmore 16. Number 16, Simon Cowell 21.
Okay, Wayne has led down into the bottom right hand corner. This ball's about 2 foot behind the block.
Who's singing?
Wayne's gone thump egg down into the corner. If you can get the block, in the right position, it'll run down the edge into the corner. This looks a good speed. Winning. Right length can still get around that ball. Playing a free ball. On it. Wow. Straight through the gap.
Fantastic singer. Really good beat to it as well.
Here we go, Greg's second ball. Touches his arm, makes 2. Don't know if you heard that, but all but 17 as they go. Back to the crown we go. We do it raffle. What a good lead off, Greg. Oh, but you put one of them up. That's what you need. Wayne's response looks a good road. Just can't fall back. I suppose it's in a good position if he tries to run the block again. What does Greg do? Does he put one round the back? Does he put a blocker in? Does he just put another in? Just putting another in. I mean, I think he can still get the block through those two. Running ball coming. One, Greg. Game 21-17. There's going to be a break now before the semis start. The raffle's going to be done. We'll be back for the semi-finals.
Number 9, Ribblesdale 17. Number 11.
onto the green, please. The second semi-final. Players 11 and 16. Greg Smith from Birmingham and Simon Cowell from Preston.
Welcome back to the coverage of the finals day of the Ribblesdale Classic 2023. We've reached the semi-final stage now. In the first semi-final we have Mark Booth of Doncaster playing Johnny Wood from Leeds, currently 5-1 Booth in that game. And we're going to feature the game between Greg Smith of Birmingham and the local favourite Simon Cowp. Currently Cowp leads 3-1. So Simon playing finger peg up this edge in front of us here. His lead ball going up, and it's a pretty decent lead, just passing the block. Greg handed, so thumb for Greg as he plays up. Thinks he might be short, and he is. Simon second ball coming across the green. Rests against his first, so it looks like it's 2 shots to Simon currently. So Greg releases his second, just waiting for Mark who's in front of him there. It looks like he's got a bit underneath and he's short again. It's 2 shots to Simon. So that levels it up. Sorry, no it doesn't. 5-1 to Simon. Leads back up this edge in front of us here, the strike mark again, thumb peg with a right hander. A little bit too far with his lead ball here, but picks up the jack, so a decent lead there from Simon. Greg's ball just on the top side there, passing the jack, so Simon still holding a shot. In his first game of the final day today, Simon Cowp beat Michael Leach. Then a really good game against Matt Gilmore in the second round, Simon winning 21-16. Greg had a real tussle with James Davison from York in his first game. Wow, just pausing there. Greg struck and cleared everything off the green, so the only thing left on the green is the jack. So Greg's first game today, as I said, he beat James Davison, followed by a win over Wayne Ditchfield in his second game. So that's the bottom half of the draw, Simon and Greg Smith. The top half of the draw, we've got Mark Booth in the semi-final. He beat James Hanson in the first game before beating Fallis in the second round to set up a semi-final against Johnny Wood from Leeds. John beat Ben Stapleton in his first game, then had a great performance to beat Graham Wilson in round 2. So the score currently is Johnny Wood 7, Mark Booth 5. Greg going back up this edge. He played two short bowls last time I went up here, and I think he's short again. He's gone after it, but yeah, short again and got underneath the road. Simon gets a chance to punish him. Gets his second bowl away. Looking at his body language, he thinks he's a bit too far this time. Yeah, he's right, going past the block, but it's counting 2, so it's 2 shots currently to Simon. Can Greg find an answer at this stage? Greg just pausing with his delivery as he does sometimes. Gets his bowl away. Looks to be on a decent road. The pace doesn't look too bad either. Is it going to hold in? No. Yep, it won the shot, so 1 to Greg Smith. So that makes the score 2-5. So Greg changing the land now, going on his trademark mark just over the crown. The pitch is in great condition today. Credit to the greenkeeper here at Ribblesdale. A fantastic playing surface. Challenge for the bowlers. So Greg's first ball going up to the jack. Looks to be too far. Yeah, about 4 foot past the jack. Simon's bowl also just going to clip the jack through. Probably just holding shot there. With plenty of room for these guys. I'm sure they'll improve with their second. Greg looks to have a better pace here with his second. Yeah, good ball, shot there. Simon's second ball comes across the green. He's stood watching it closely from the mat. Possibly going to trickle too far. Or has it stopped? Greg has a good look and says he's won. Simon's ball just trickling out there. Simon just double checking to make sure he agrees. Yep, the map goes in. 1 chalk to Greg. Makes the score 3-5 as they go. So Greg leads back towards the main clubhouse here. Been blessed with glorious sunshine today here in Ribblesdale. Greg trots after his first. Yeah, decent lead, good length, maybe a foot to the side of the jack. Simon's ball just going to pull up a little bit short, I think. Yeah. Greg asking referee John Edmondson to confirm who was on. A good advice has Pinky. It must be close. He's having a good look from both sides. I think Simon Ball's just given up, so Greg holding a shot. Greg stalking his second ball across the green. Looks to be a good length. Yeah, just past the jack, so that will be 2 to Greg. Again, Simon stood still on the mat watching his ball track across the green. Great Simon, yeah, just sits inside Greg's second there. So 1 shot to Simon. making the score 6-3. Just to keep you up to date with the other semi-final that's on the green at the moment, Johnny Wood just picked up another chalk there. That semi-final against Mark Booth, so the score there 9-7 to Johnny Wood as they go. So Simon leading back to this hedge in front of us here. Finger peg comes round, reasonable lead, probably a couple of feet away just inside the jack. Greg gets his ball away, first time, looks to be a bit pacey. He's buzzed this ball completely, he's yards past it. Uncharacteristic for Greg. So Simon will be putting the pressure on here if he puts another ball near. Looks to be a little bit short of pace, so let's just finish it into the corner here. He's going to pull up just in front of us first. So 2 shots laid to Simon, but room for a good ball. Oh, interesting. Greg has elected the strike here. He's indicated he's going to try and attack Simon's 2 balls. They are sat side by side, so he does have a chance of getting them both if he connects. Here it comes, strikes at 100 miles an hour, it's close. Oh, it takes out one of Simon Bowles, so 1 shot to Simon Cowp. Nudges a little bit further ahead, that's 7 shots to 3. Simon looking to play back up this edge in front of us. He's already picked up a couple of chalks on this mark. He's caught Greg short once or twice up here, so we're hoping to carry on his run. He's just slightly on the top side with his lead. Good length. Decent lead there from Simon. Greg's first ball is on its way. He's caught him short again, as we thought. That's 2 or 3 times now Greg's left his opening ball short edge. Maybe a deceptive push back towards the clubhouse. Simon's second ball going up towards his first, but he's short as well, so possibly counting 2 shots, but again room for a good ball from Greg. Here it comes, definitely further with this. It's on a decent road. Yeah, great ball, good ball Greg. A 1 chalk to Greg Smith, that makes it 4-7. So Greg with block in hand in the corner here. Is he going to look for his trademark shorter length just up to the crown? Oh, the jack just clipping Mark Booth's bowl as it goes across the green, so it will go back to Greg, and Mark obviously collects his bowl to deliver again. The score of that other game now is Mark Booth 11, John Wood 9. So Greg sends out the block again, just over the crown, of a 25 or so yard mark. Difficult to judge that. You get it up the hill to the crown and then just let it drizzle down the other side. So reasonable lead from Greg, about 2.5 feet short of the jack. Simon's ball's coming up, looks to be too far here, does Simon? Catches the downslope there and trails past 5 or 6 feet past the block, so Greg holding shot. It's his second ball on the way. He's trotting after it. He must like this one. Looks to be a bit short again to me. Yeah, he's just pulled it across the slides off the crown there. Simon's bowl coming up. This has a chance. This has a chance. Yes, good bowl, Simon. Good bowl. 1 to Simon. Extends his lead to 8 shots to 4. In the other semi-final, looks like it's going to be a close one, that. Johnny Woods just scored a pair to go 12-11, and he's now got the jack in hand in the clubhouse corner. I've seen him play up and down this clubhouse edge before. Possibly got an issue with Simon's block going there, so Johnny's going to have to change his mark. Back to the main game. Great lead from Simon there. Well, Greg's called for long tapes here. As I'm sure most of you are aware, the minimum length it has to travel is 19 metres. I'm sure this is a length. Possibly just delaying things a bit, Greg. Sometimes it's a tactical call to play for time. Just waiting for the long tapes to come on. Here's competition organiser Josh Mordew doing the duties. We'll take this opportunity to say what a fantastic job Josh has done in promoting and running this competition. And starting from nothing 4 or 5 years ago now, attracting a big crowd around the green. Attracting a big crowd around the green, the spectators on every side of the green, bathed in sunshine in front of the clubhouse, as you can see. So it was a length, so Greg has to send his ball. He's watching it closely, possibly just on the tight side. Yeah, just passes through on the tight side there, so Simon's still holding shot. Great bowl again, Simon Kaup, adding to the pressure there, but it's a big target for Greg. The jack sat in the middle of the two bowls. Referee John Edmondson on fielding duties. Yeah, good shot, Greg. Nullifies the end, no points. So we play again at 8-4 to Simon. So Greg leading the block out. Sorry, that's the second time I've got them wrong. Simon leading the block out. Finger peg in front of us here on the gantry. Looks to have a decent pace to it, possibly just going past the jack. But a decent start from Simon. Greg's first bowl on his way. Looks to be too quick. Yeah, just passes Simon's bowl on the outside. Be disappointed with that with Greg. Simon's second approaching the jack. Looks to be very similar to his first. Yeah, good bowl, Simon. 2 good bowls laid there. Now, will Greg be positive here? He's got a bowl that he can play. If he attacks the jack, pushes it through, he could pick up 2 chalks. But obviously there's the risk if he misses, he concedes 2. Electing the strike again. One of the game's best strikers is Greg. He doesn't miss many. Likes this one. Ooh, takes one of Simon Bowles out, so 1 chalk to Simon Cowp, extends his lead to 9-4. So is Simon going to go back up this edge in front of us here? As I said earlier, he's caught Greg out once or twice with a short first ball. Indeed he is, finger peg up this edge. Playing out of the shadows into the sunshine up there. Simon's lead on its way. A bit short again, but again a decent lead. I'm sure in Greg's mind is thinking, I've got to reach. I don't want to believe in a short ball again. He's stalking after this one. But again, short. Sure Simon's pleased, he's getting away with these. His second ball approaching the head. Yeah, length ball, probably made a pair. Greg takes to the mat. His ball is on its way up the edge. Is going after this one, is stalking after it. Going up, is it going to win again? Yes, great ball Greg, good ball. So Greg gets the block in hand, 5-9. Mark Booth just opened up a little lead in the other game, 16-13 to Mark currently. And he's got a great ball laid on here in front of the block with one behind it. So Greg leads out, he's extended it this time, he's gone a little bit further. A few yards past the crown this time, sort of 2/3 of the way into the corners. Trotting after his first, he likes this. Looks to be a little bit too far, but not so bad, a yard past. Simon's ball on its way over the crown. This is going to pass the block as well and sits on Greg's ball. Bit of fortunate there for Simon. So Greg's second, it looks like he's a bit underneath the road here, but the length's better. Yeah, good ball, good ball.
Ice cream!
Simon's ball just going to slip by again. So yeah, 1 to Greg. Pinches another one back, reduces the deficit. Now 6-9. So Greg leads back towards the organiser's hut in the corner here. 35, sort of 40-yard length here. Again, he's stalking his first bowl, marching across the green after it. Finger peg as it plays in, wishing it forward. Decent lead here. Yeah, it's good ball, Greg. Sort of 18 inches away from the jack. Simon's ball looks to be further. It's going to pass Greg and runs out. Greg a chance here to add the pressure on. Can he put a second shot in? Now Greg's second ball coming across the green, giving it a bit of a stamp as it gets closer up alongside his first. So it's holding 2 shots. Can Simon improve his length? It looks to be a little bit too far again to me. And indeed he is. 2 shots to Greg. Poor second from Simon there. I expected that to be closer. So 2 shots to Greg. Just 1 point behind, 8-9. Again, he's sticking with this sort of 2/3 of the way to the corner's length.
It's just favouring for me, is that Mark?
Finger peg for the left-hander as it goes up. Passes the crown. It's going to pass the jack. Oh no, it collects the jack on the way through. So fortunate there. Would have been a yard or 4 foot over. As it stands, he's got a ball about 2 foot away. Simon's opener comes up, looks to be a decent ball here. Yeah, great ball, Simon. Greg running after his second, thinks he's attacking it. Has he got the black? Oh, flicked the jack, but it just slid behind Simon's ball. So Simon's still holding the shot. A connection there, Greg would have had 2. But sadly for him, he missed. Simon's second ball just passes the jack. Looks like it's held in for 2 from here. Let's get the players to confirm. Yep, 2 shots to Simon. So he opens up that 3-shot lead, 11-8. In the other semi-final, Mark Booth has got to all but. It's now all but 15 against Johnny Wood. So Simon's lead ball back towards the bar. Again, decent lead from Simon. Yeah, great ball, Simon. Just in front of the pig. Greg will be looking to put one close here. Greg's approaching the jack, a decent length. Looks to be just sat outside of Simon's. Simon's holding shot. Second ball comes across. Referee John Edmondson keeping a close eye on things there. Simon short with his second. It could be a tactical ball, just putting one in the way. Just going to stop Greg attacking. Greg's raised his hand to indicate he is going to drive at this. He's going to try and play out Simon's ball or nullify the end. Here it comes. Yeah, hits the jack clean again. Takes the jack off the green. Nullified end, no points. 11-8 to Simon. In the other semi-final, Johnny Wood of Leeds is still clinging on. He's just got a couple of singles back, so now 17-20 against Mark Booth from Doncaster. Simon shielding his eyes from the sun, playing towards the shady corner down here at Ribblesdale. A little bit inside the road, but a decent length. A fair lead. Good length, 2 feet wide. Greg's ball too big and too far. So Simon is on. Simon making a second. Stuck out a little bit big with Greg's ball there. So there's room for a good ball here if Greg can find one. He likes it. He's running across the green after it. Looks to be a very good ball here. Yeah, well bowled Greg. Raises his hand to indicate the single. Greg Smith 9. Simon Cowp 11. So Greg leads out, sticking with the same length that he was playing across the other corner. Decent lead, just collects the jack as it goes through, sits at a length. Simon's ball goes up inside of Greg's. Looks like it's holding short. You might hear a ripple of applause in the background. The other semi-final has reached a conclusion. Johnny Wood picked up a couple of chalks to get to 19, but then Mark Booth just played a great ball to win. So Mark Booth 21, Johnny Wood 19. Mark Booth progresses into the final, where he will play the winner of Greg Smith versus Simon Cowp. Currently Simon Cowp 11, Greg Smith 9. Poor second from Greg there. So Simon's looking to make a pair as it goes past the crown. Pulling up a little bit short. Don't think it's made a second, so probably just a single to Simon there. Yep, Simon raises his hand. 12-9 Cowp. So this is the second semi-final for those that are just joining us here at Ribblesdale, the 2023 Ribblesdale Classic. In the other semi-final we've just seen Mark Booth progress. So he reaches the final for the very first time. We've got two of the very best bowlers in the game here in the other semi-final. Simon Cowp of Preston against Greg Smith of Birmingham. Simon currently leading 12-9 and has put a decent lead up here. Perfect length right alongside the block, about 18 inches to the side. Great ball from Greg Smith, great shot there, right alongside the jack, good bowl. Simon just passes by, great effort there, looked like it was going to collect Greg's ball on the way through. Greg's second ball coming across, looks to be a decent pace again, just gonna stop inside. Well bowled Greg, 2 shots to Greg. It goes back to a 1 point ball game, 11-12. So Greg has the jack in hand to lead out, left-handed. Looks like he's going to stick with the sort of 3/4 corner length that he's been playing. For the left-hander, thumb peg right across the middle of the green here. Those spectators on the far side bathed in sunshine. So Greg's lead comes across the green, up and over the crown, and down the other side. Great line, and pretty decent length as well. Good lead there from Greg. Simon looks to be a bit inside the road here, is a bit on the tight side, so the finger peg, the bias will take the ball away from the jack. Greg just stuttering with his delivery as he often does, but his ball is now on the way. Stalking after it. Again, another good ball, putting the pressure on there, 2 good balls. Simon's going to attack this, playing with weight to try and disturb something. He's watching it closely. No, he's on the narrow side again. So 2 shots to Greg Smith of Birmingham, now 13-12. So Greg playing back towards us here. Stalking after his ball, he likes it. You can tell when he's set a good ball away. Chases it all the way to the jack, encourages it as close as possible. Yeah, well bowled Greg. Right alongside the jack there. So Simon obviously playing right-handed. It's a slightly different line here across the crown. It does make a difference. It's a great effort from Simon. Perfect length, but just outside. Thank you to everybody that's joining us today on the Blue Border Sports channel. 199 watchers currently. Great second from Greg. Seems to have just raised his game here in these last few minutes. Simon again attacking. What can he collect? Hits 1 of Greg's bowls. So 1 shot to Greg Smith. Extends his lead to 14-12. So Greg sticking with the same mark, playing back across the middle of the green. Little bit too far with the lead there, probably a yard or so past the jack. Simon's got a bit of a chance to capitalise. The line is perfect, his pace a little bit too far, but hold short. Good ball, Simon. So Greg just pausing as he gets his second ball across the green, underway here. Encouraging it a little bit further. Has it gone in? Simon's just a bit on the tight side there, so yeah, 1 shot to Greg. That second shot did count. So another single. 15-12 to Smith. The momentum is with Greg now. He's got a few chalks across this middle piece here. He's got himself a 3-shot lead. Greg obviously won most things in the game, a serial winner of open competitions. He's been in these pressure games before. Just as his opponent Simon Kaup also has. As I said earlier, two of the very best in the game right now. Greg encouraging his ball forward, not quite as near as last time, probably 2.5 feet short of the jack. Simon's ball is further. Is it going to hit Greg's? Yes. You can just see the momentum change in games sometimes. You do get that extra bit of luck. Simon running right into the back of Greg's ball there. So can Greg make a second? Oh, what's happened there? Greg's gone into the back of Simon's ball. Looks to be close now. Referee John Edmondson just going on to have a look. Double check the angles from both sides. Confirms that Simon is in. Greg has knocked Simon's ball in. So just as it had that little break, it got a few chalks, it opened up that lead. We thought the momentum was changing, and then he's gone and run into the back of Simon's ball. Greg just having a look to confirm. As I said earlier, referee Pinky has got good eyes. Simon confirms one chalk, 13-15. So Simon's stretching out here, got a further length right up to the top corner of the green, into the bar corner. Lead ball's on the way. Yeah, just passing the jack, just slipping by sort of a yard or so on the narrow side. Greg's ball underway. From his body language, he doesn't seem too happy with it. He thinks he's short, and he is. So Simon's second ball going up the green is on the narrow side again, and equally short. So it must be a tricky piece here. Both players struggling with the line and length. Greg's second underway. Stood on the mat watching it closely. It's definitely further. Swinging across towards the block. Yeah, great ball, Greg. No problem with line and length there. Even gets a ripple of applause from the crowd here. Opens up that 3-shot lead again. Smith 16, Kaup 13. So this is the second time that Simon's reached the semi-finals here at Ribblesdale. Got to the semis in 2020, hoping to go a step further this year. For Greg Smith, the 30-year-old from Birmingham, his first appearance here at Ribblesdale. Making a great fist of it. reaching the semi-final and currently 16-13 ahead against Simon. Up the grink edge, an okay lead from Greg, not great. I'm sure Simon will expect to beat this, but no, doesn't seem to be happy. Ooh, just passes Greg's bowl on the outside. Again, referee John Edmondson's going to confirm who's holding shot. Points to Greg, so Greg's bowl currently the nearest. So, Greg's second bowl underway. Looks to be a decent length here. Can he get inside his first? Ooh, sits right alongside his first ball. Not sure that will have made two. Simon watching this closely. It's passing the jack. It's gone too far. So, Greg stands waiting. We think Greg is definitely holding one shot. It might be a measure for the second. Simon was actually on there, possibly a bit of misinformation from the crowd. One shot to Simon it was, so Simon 14, Greg 16. So Simon leads out. Great ball here. Thumb peg just swinging across about 12 or 15 inches in front of the jack. Currently Simon 14, Greg 16. Potentially got a thriller coming up. Greg's first ball comes along. He's wheeling it forward, possibly a touch short. Yeah. Pulls up a couple of feet behind Simon's bowl. So can Simon add a second? The pace looks good. Passes his first. It's right alongside the jack. Two good bowls from Simon. Holding two shots. I'm sure Greg will be attacking this. Two bowls near the jack. Big target to hit. If you can't kill the end from hitting the jack, I'm sure he'll clear out one of Simon's balls at least. Always the chance if you connect with one, you can hit the second as well. Here it comes, he's watching it closely. Oh, he's done exactly as I said. He's hit the first bowl onto the second and left himself holding shot. Big point there. If Simon had held two, it would have been 16 across, but after that connection, 17-14 to Greg. For those that have just joined us, this is the second semi-final here at Ribblesdale, the 2023 Ribblesdale Classic. In the first semi-final, we saw Mark Booth of Doncaster beat Johnny Wood in a close game, 21-19 to Mark Booth. So here waits the winner. Will it be Greg or will it be Simon? Greg's lead across the green. He's stood on the mat this time. He's not chasing after this one. He's possibly too far. Well, not too bad. 2 feet or so past the jack. Simon strides forward. Looks to be close here. This is a good effort. You know, Sam's just going to zoom in so we can see. Referee Pinky goes to check. What can Greg do? He's striking again, he's attacking it. Oh, he's hit the jack, and yes, he's killed the end. Nullified the end. No points scored. So it'll be Greg's lead again. Maintains that 3-shot margin, 17-14. Semi-finalists, just a quick look at the programme here to review the prize money. The semi-finalists are currently on £400. For those that progress to the final to join Mark Booth, the winner will pick up an incredible £1,200 as the first prize, with the runner-up taking home £700. As I said earlier, Josh Mordew has done a fantastic job in organising this event. It's attracted numerous sponsors. The main competition sponsors being Greenacre Honda, Drake's Pride, Modern Mobility, Bowland Brewery and AP Wireless, all making a significant donation to the contributing to the prize fund. £6,300 paid out in total. A fantastic effort. Greg's put up a decent lead here again, sort of 2 foot alongside, a decent length. Simon's also found the length, but he's missed the road. He's about a yard outside, just on the near side to us. Greg just pausing again before getting his ball on the way. He likes it. He's coming after this one again. Usually a good one when he stamps them. He wafts it nearer. Well, it's the nearest shot. It's made 2, but again, probably 18 inches, maybe 2 foot of room. What's Simon going to do here? He's coming up to the jack. What's he going to do? He's found the gap! He's found the gap! 2 to Greg. So Greg opens up a 5-shot lead now, 19-14 to the young man from Birmingham. So just 2 chalks required for Greg to reach the final, where Mark Booth from Doncaster awaits. Finger peg back across the middle where he picked up some chalks earlier in the game. This is where Greg opened up his lead. Across the green, a bit short there. The road was good, but looks to be 5 or 6 feet short of the jack. Simon's ball going up, definitely further, passing Greg's ball, going right up to the jack. Great ball, Simon. Greg already indicating to the referee that he's going to strike at this. He knows they've got a few shots lead to play with here. He'll be looking to kill the end. Gets it away, it's close. Oh, he's hit the ball, he's taken the ball out clean. A little bit disappointed with that. He was aiming for the jack to kill the end. So can Simon replicate his first ball? A little bit of room to play with. Looks to be good, going across the green here, passes Greg's ball and goes in to count. So the lead closes to just 4. Simon Kaup 15, Greg Smith 19.
Go on, Greg.
Simon having a look around the green, deciding where he's going to send this jack. Trying to find a mark that he can catch Greg out, perhaps. So we're coming back down to this corner near us. This is the edge where Simon has scored a few chalks, so he'll be hoping he can retain the jack here and then get it back up this edge where he's caught Greg short a few times. But this is not the greatest of leads. It's just going to pass by the jack 4 or 5 feet away. Greg, I'm sure, will be pretty confident of beating that. The ball comes across the green. Looks to be good. Yeah, good ball. But again, still 2 feet or so room. Players of this calibre will look to lick that. Simon's played it. Oh, he's got some shoulder in this. He's dropped his shoulder. He thinks he's too big. He's certainly too far. Goes out completely, passed with his first. So Greg is holding 1 shot. He requires 2 for the game. He's got 4 or 5 feet of room to get in here. If I were a betting man, I would be saying Greg will confidently get this second chalk that he needs. It's going underway. He's not coming after it. He's stayed on the mat. He's watching it. Looks to be good from here. Looks to be good. Great ball, Greg. 2 chalks. 21-15 to Greg Smith. So, the final of the 2023 Ribblesdale Classic will be between Mark Booth of Doncaster and Greg Smith of Birmingham. Join us in a few minutes' time as we'll continue the live coverage.
The second semi-final is complete. Number 11, Greg Smith, 21. Number 16, Simon Cow, 15. We'll just give the players a 5-minute break, and then we'll get the final of this year's competition underway.
Crown V Bowling Association Champion of Champions in September at Eaton Park in Manchester.
Okay guys, and welcome to the final. Okay, we've got the final against Greg and Mark. Greg got 1 on the first end. This looks better for Mark. Josh is on his route. En route to come and commentate with me. Looks like it's just gone in, that ball. Josh joins us on the scaffolding.
Good afternoon, good evening everybody. I hope you've enjoyed the day. Some excellent bowling and a bumper crowd for the final. Superb, quite a lot have stayed as well in the sunshine. What a final we've got between Mark Booth from Doncaster and Greg Smith from Birmingham. Greg getting here despite being stuck in traffic on the M6 for just a 4-hour trip here, and we're thinking it's well worth his visit now. Good ball there from Mark. He's going to have a do at this. Greg is going to try and get rid of it. Pinky at the back of the head, and to stop it, done a superb job again once as Pinky. Oh, it's a miss. It's a rare miss from Greg. And Mark has got a nice chance to level the game up at 2 apiece here. Only playing barely 19, maybe 20 metres over the middle of the green here. And he's not capitalised on the yard of room he's had to make 2. 1-2. I must say I've got a chance. I would like to thank all our sponsors. I'm sure you've seen them on the live stream. All the sponsors around the green, the advertisement boards. We've got so many. Quite a lot of them haven't got advertisement boards around the green, but some really good sponsors. And without them, we couldn't run this competition. So they've done a fantastic job putting the money into this event. And I'm so glad we've had the weather, and it's brought the people to watch. So a decent ball by Mark. He's played it 2.5 foot past the jack. Winner though, had a length here, just about won it. He's after it. And he's missed. Greg's definitely in. Chance to double up here, which Mark didn't do in the last end, and all of a sudden instead of 2 apiece he could be 4-1 down if he doubles up. Big bowl really, but it's what makes these top players the top players. When they get the chance to double up here, they will do. And here it comes up. He's after it, another 2, and it's such a big part of the game really. If you can make your 2s like that, it doesn't half help. Make it easy for yourself. Greg, his finger, right under his thumb, 19 metres just over the crown. It's just at the side of the trolley that runs right down the middle of the green, and he's just sort of playing off it. So the last sort of yard of the jack, it just pegs an absolute mile, but not a great lead. Yard short.
That looks a bit quick here.
It's quick enough to win. Sits at the back of the jack, around about 18 inches past the jack. not quite sure he'll strike at this. I think he'll fancy licking this. Soon find out. It's not come out great.
I had a few of those today. He's a miss.
And he's got shipwrecked on his own, and a chance here for the 2. And it's not an easy chance, this one, for 2, but it's a lot of danger here. He does not want to play into the short balls, but if he plays a length and trusts it to come round, there's a chance here making 2. If you give it enough land, you might give it too much land. Yep, so 1 to Mark Booth makes it Mark Booth 2, Greg Smith 4. A lot of the crowd started to congregate more on the club side because the sun's still there. It's a little bit nippy in the shade, but quite a big crowd still in attendance. So Mark Booth playing finger peg, or right-hander's finger peg off the crown. He's definitely buzzed this. He's buzzed it. Ooh, it must have gone at least a yard. Not a good lead on that sort of a mark.
I've been saying in all the qualifiers that this top corner is a difficult corner.
Greg gets after it. Well, not a good one, but it probably won it. Just in this corner, as you're coming off the corner, where his ball is now, there's like a small, I'd say like a small crown really. It's like a lump, but it's not a drastic lump. But it's so easy to play anywhere into this corner. If you're playing a length, you end up a bit where Greg is, and you can easily then try and put it on the road and end up going through. It just sort of throws your ball out. It does make it very hard to play near in this corner. It doesn't look it from the mat or anywhere on the green. You just think, well, it doesn't really look much, but this is probably the corner where balls end up the furthest away. But he's got that chance again to double up, and that's the difference in the game at the minute. Another double up makes him 6-2, and it does help when you get them 3 2s he's had now. So back up towards the middle of the green, playing his thumb, the right-hander's finger peg. That's come out well. That has come out well. He buzzed it, and it's gone 4 foot. Not a good lead. Not a good lead at all. This is definitely the winner. Good ball. You've got to capitalise on which he has done when you're playing these players like Greg. Great ball. Well, I think he's left it. He's left it. He's turned peg here. It is quite a, just throwing it wide. It does do a bit at the end, but I don't think it's going to do enough. So another 1 to Mark makes it 3-6. But he's restricted on his options again. He's got to play that sort of length from where he is now in the middle of the green. He's obviously trying to get more distance in the game. So he's playing. He's gone thumb peg here, hasn't he, Sarah?
Yeah, thumb peg.
Yeah, thumb peg, and it's it does do a little bit more than you expect it. Yeah, if you play the finger, it's quite a very straight mark. It's always shoving against the hill. But if you like this ball has done, it's gone inside and it's finished a yard now. It's this is where you got to start. The twice he's won in the middle of the green, he's not been able to lead and jumped on by Greg. Better roll, but he might be buzzed. Is he buzzed? No, maybe not. No. Bad call by me, he's played an absolute railing. That was a bad call by me. You can tell I've had a couple of beers. Anyway, Greg's after this. He got just missed on the narrow, and so Mark eventually gets in the corner. It's 4-6, and he's got the choice of the green now where he wants to go. I would imagine a little bit more distance in the game now.
Okay, Mark's decided to come up towards the middle, top end. Just gonna stop maybe yard short. This is definitely further. Yeah, buzzed it. Like Josh has just said, Matt's got to make the most of this. Get his second one in there as well. Needs to run a bit. I suppose it's a bit of a wall, but could take both out in one shot. Looks like he's going to play up.
That's a lot of balls here. There's a chance of getting both balls. He's not got to hit the one nearest, does it?
Let's have a look. I suppose that's second prize.
He might have gone for it big. He might have just tried to kill the end and move on. Thought I could have missed and hit the jack.
Be interesting to see now where Mark places the jack. Going straight down middle of the green. This is going to go through the little trolley, but it's just a tad short, tad tight.
One thing that is quite interesting is these two are both on their first appearance at the Ribblesdale Classic, and this year, for the first time, the green is it's a lot quicker than it usually is. It's generally quite a heavy green, isn't it? But it's not running really fast, but it's nice bowling. And it might have been not a disadvantage really, not knowing it normally, because it's really nice bowling, and it's proved with these two getting to the final.
Mark just managed to go through the middle then. Gosh, has he left it? He's going to hit it.
He's very hard it.
Mark, 1. 5-6 as they go. Mark's gone back straight up the green. Great lead. Nice lead.
Just playing straight down the middle of the green here. It's a bit of a trolley, but he's made it his own mark really. I mean, in qualifying he beat Jack Hargreaves, who was qualified before, and he played nowhere near this length, but he played from the score hut just over the middle of the green. And relatively, it's quite an easy markers, and you can put them near, but you've got to put them there. You've got to actually get him in front of the jack, and it's been an area of the green that he's really used a lot, and he's won a lot of his games on it. It might seem easy, but you've got to play a length. You're not going to, if you're a length, he'll go near, and he's made use of it. And, two good ones.
Great woods. Got to be playing up at those. Sun's in his eyes. Will that make any difference?
Not easy to strike through these trolley. They don't allow for the throw of it. Into the second towards the scoreboard then. Good hit. Great hit.
Great hit.
And well stopped by the umpire. Pinky did.
Pinky's got some outfit on today.
You see, he's decided that he wants to look like a NFL referee or maybe work for Gladiators in the reboot of Gladiators.
Are you ready?
He's decided to take the referee's dress code to a new level today. He's the number one in the game at the minute is Pinky as umpires. He's not a bad bowler either, to be fair.
Mark's putting another decent lead up. Foot shot maybe.
Decent ball though.
Greg's first ball approaching the end. Just run over a little bit, could have stayed in. Pinky's gonna have a look. Last ball. Just gotta pass his own. Give it a little nudge. Rest on Greg's. Options. And he has. Rest Greg's out. Looks like 2. Greg's ball is approaching. That's a good length. Is it going to rest on it? Ooh. 2.
2 all in one go. New leader. It's a new leader. 7-5. 7-6. Sorry. Back down the. Swilly that runs the full length of the rink. And he's stalking it. I think he wants to just run a touch. Yeah,
just playing into the shadow now as well. I think it will slow it down into the shadow a little bit.
Yeah, probably just a yard slower than it has been. Obviously mid-afternoon, sun was on it. One thing that has, it's still a little bit breezy, but I definitely think the wind's died a little bit. That's what it has been. So this is the issue now. It's hard to get through these balls. You've just got to trust that you're going to get round them. I mean, this ain't going to get round. It's not going to reach him. It might not be a bad ball. It's a nuisance ball more than anything. We've turned it Peggy here, playing on what'll be a right-hander's finger, his thumb, and allowing it to come right into. I was just trying to play a length and let it fall back into the swilly. Looks like he's lining up for a strike to me.
He is.
He's striking. And what a shot.
Wow.
Hell of a drive.
I mean, this could be a long game at this.
I ain't got a jumper. So, still 7-6.
It's so great to see so many people still here to watch the final. I mean, so many finals, people tend to drift off. But but I say quite a large percentage are still here, aren't they?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, they've enjoyed the day in the sunshine. Sure. It's a loose lead from that.
Yeah, very. Craig's ball looks better length.
Yeah, not so bad. At least 5 feet.
Yeah. Looks
I wouldn't say it's improved, but it's definitely going to improve from that too.
Can he trickle that block?
Oh, yeah,
Yes.
He might have done it enough. He was that far over, he might have done peg for 2 here. I'm sure the main man, Pinky, will be telling us.
He's having a good look.
Pinky says one.
Pinky says
So
one.
he's elected to have another go at it.
Here we go again. Anytime now.
Here we go. Very rarely missed.
Ooh, missed.
Whoa.
Oh!
Well, he's
Pinky!
just showing off!
It's the Pinky Show.
So back on his mark again. I must say, I mean, both these players have travelled a long way to come here. Mark coming from Doncaster, it's a couple of hours here. And Greg, although it's a 2.5 hour journey, it's taken him 4 hours today. But I mean, you know, it's commitment to the guys to putting the effort in to come here.
Yeah, decent lead.
And the winner today will pick up £1,200, a trophy, and they'll get a place. And with it being our first time applying to be on it, they'll get a place on the reserve list for the British Crown Green Bowling Association Champion of Champions. And have a good chance of getting in, really. They're well up on the reserve list. I think it's 4th reserve.
Good ball from Greg there.
I'm almost sure next year will be an automatic, but with it being the first year we've applied, it's so it'll be
Well,
great.
trying. Oh, unlucky.
It'd be great to have our winner in the Champion of Champions in September.
I mean, how does Greg get another one here?
Well, this is the right peg really to play him. He's definitely not reached. So Greg gets back in, 7-8, and I think we've got a good final really. It's I think it's what the days deserve really with the crowd. You want a good final, and it's proving that so far.
So this is different. Do you think he's going across there to get up the edge? Greg's played quite a bit up at that top
Possibly,
edge.
yeah. I mean, he was brilliant in qualifying on that edge. I mean, he's playing it barely a yard off the edge of the green. With the left hand, he beat Jack Dyson to qualify, and he played it. He just found it, and it does just fall away though, right at the edge.
Not the best
he played
lead.
it incredibly, to be fair. And he's very well known for that, is Greg. He does find a lot of edges on greens.
Find him.
Well,
Do not most greens have edges?
Yes, most greens do have edges, but you know.
4 of them actually.
No, not if they're round. Or,
Not if they're not like
or
Darwin.
L-shaped. Anyway, back
to the bowls.
Horrendous end of bowls. So that's where we're filling. Anyway, he don't like this either, but he's probably won it because they're a million miles. Well, it's holding. It's not as bad as he thinks, really. It's almost a length. It's probably a yard off the jack.
Mark's ball's on its way already. Better road.
All on his length now.
Better length.
All on his length. Ball. On the outside in
Has
the
it?
match. Yeah, it's definitely. Well, I'd call it.
Well.
Must have. Well, from my gantry position up here, it's one.
Calling pegs. I weren't giving that.
From up high, it's won it, but
I'm stood right next to you and I'm
I
not
know,
giving
but-
it. Yeah. The measures will tell us. Might be one. Cannot. Now then, we've lost a player.
where's he gone?
Anybody know where Greg's gone? Oh, here he is.
He's back and he's got a rag.
He's got a rag.
A rag.
It's all in the rag.
Anyway, was I right on that last thing or not?
I'm unsure, really. Don't think. Okay, current score is 9-7 as we go. Mark is heading back to his channel. Moving swiftly on.
Well,
Looking a good
don't
pace.
look so bad pace. It'll shove back now. Watch it shove back to the ball, to the jack. Good ball. Quite an invite. If your length is quite inviting, you can be ball tight, ball big, and you're going to end up in the same hole. It's clear as a bell now, and it was just absolutely beautiful setting with the cloud clearing. This is struggling, isn't it?
This is struggling.
Big ball though. Yeah, big ball, but
God, yeah, gone a lot further than I thought. Wow.
it's really struggling. He's actually played half a ball past the jack. Could do with some new
Torino.
commentators. He's soon sent this.
Oh, he's over the top.
He's B-A-R'd it. No chance for two, no danger really. He can be a little bit aggressive here. He can't possibly end up down unless he does his own full and goes out with it, but he would be miles too far there. Chance
Bets
for
on. Does he make two?
I'm not tipping. No, I can't tip it when it's running. Never mind.
No.
You tip it now. It's short. 8-9.
As they go. Just starting to lose the sun now on the far edge of the bowling green.
There's still plenty of beer though, ain't there? That's all that matters.
That's good news.
So Greg playing his finger peg into this corner. It's the right-hander's thumb peg.
Now then, Josh, do you like this mark?
No, it's Sarah's favourite mark, to be honest. And it's quite a big sweeping peg. You get anything narrow, it will swing narrow, but you get big, it'll stick as well. But he's not quite played it into the corner. No, he won't be displeased with that one. Mark's just over the top, I think.
Just over the top, yeah.
It will peg, but it only pegs right at the death. It just hangs and hangs more than you expect it to do. Going up towards the bookmaker. Sure Duncan's had a good day. He seems to have been very busy while I've been sorting out all the stuff. He's always had somebody stood with him having a bet. Up towards the Honda car, which I don't think you can quite see, but it's parked up there, one of our sponsors.
See, from here, his ball
He's
doesn't
watching
look
it, but
over.
I think he's underneath here. And 2 brings a new leader again. Greg Smith leads 10-9. We've got another cloth off.
Okay, we're going to have a great view here. Greg's coming up the edge. He's gone his thumb, right hand finger. Moves a lot at the death. Yard off the edge. Well, we've had better leads. This has got to miss that. It has done, and now it's going to stay on green. It hasn't. Greg's ball looks tad further. I mean, Mark's just got to trust that that ball will come over top of there. It's en route. It's got to miss. It does miss. It's got to stay on green. It's not staying on the green. Tricky Mark.
So back up this edge, and it's the only edge really on the green. Anyway, back up this edge, and it's the only edge really on the green where you get a big sweeping peg. Generally the edges on here, you play on the peg, they're quite a shallow peg. Slightly stiffer this way, a little bit of a quick finish at the end, but you've got to get there first, and it's not great, but it looks narrow to me.
Very.
Touch up narrow as well.
Yeah.
It's quite an odd place where he's put it really. It's not really inviting the other peg, are they?
Looks short.
And the crowd have condemned it.
Come on, you gotta forget that now, Mark.
Very, very
Forget
cheap
it.
too, when it moves Greg 5 in front at 14-9.
2 in ditch that way, 2 short this way. He's gonna try and forget it. Pull it back together.
So, back down the edge, trying to bring the edge of the green into play again.
Quite as close as last time.
He's after it. So bad.
Much better lead.
15 inches at the back of the jack. This is struggling. Got to start pegging soon. Gives up, yard short.
Bit quick for me.
Wants to do his own. If he does his own, it's 2 pennies.
Run out. Just one.
Green's definitely just slowing a touch. It's completely valid shed everywhere else.
This is a
It's
chance.
a good chance, but I think it's just going to go. Yep, just gone. 15-9. be interesting when he puts his jack going back, because I know he scored 2 last time, but he won't be happy with his balls. He's got away with 2 cheap ones. Go a little bit further.
A lot further.
And he's after it.
Run.
Just play the length, and it's just on, like I say, get anything big, it just hangs, you don't want to get inside. This is struggling. He will not reach as well. Just not reaching this one.
You look to the crowd then for a little bit of inspiration, I think. I just think he just needs to take a moment with that next ball. Take a breather.
And Greg likes it, he's after it. I think he needs to run. Not so bad. Not so bad. Best ball we've had up there for a while.
Ball's on its way. Definitely further.
Needs a connection.
Needs a connection. Could it have saved?
Call for a measure.
I think even if he thinks Greg's on, I think it's a good time to just call a measure now. Take a moment. This is when the top players can run away, isn't it? Get a few chalks, you send a few bad balls, and before you know it, you're losing. You lose the game. Just losing it, you lose it.
Alright. Big size not happy because high break's going here. Big size holding it with a 11 break in his second round match, and it's £120 for the highest break, so he's praying that Mark Booth gets in. Anyway, back to the game, and he's back down this edge. He's risking it here, isn't he? He's risking it here. Is he going?
What are you looking at?
It's all right. Well, if only need to run a bit more, he ain't bloody too long.
Well, any ball can run a bit more and end up in gutter.
Well, not so bad.
Not so bad at all.
Yeah, it's just a touch it. You see, it would have gone nearly off if I'd have put a touch in it. Anyway, Mark's reaching.
I think this is alright.
He's narrow. It's going. Toe wild. So he'll just make sure he keeps this on the green, put the pressure on. So at this point, I'm going to leave you, let you carry on. I'm going to set up ready for
The
whatever
presentation.
else. Yes, I've got plenty of things to do first. So I hope you enjoy the rest of the final. And thank you for watching.
It's off.
And he's still boiled it. So anyway, I'll leave you with Sarah.
Draw. Always have his down. Okay. Current score is 17-9. Greg's had a run on this edge. Ooh. Greg is putting it a bit closer to the edge down this side now. Greg's ball's top side this time.
Run again.
Yeah, that's where he wants it. I think he's going to steal it on under that jack. Doesn't seem like Mark's running. Greg's touched his own. Wow. Two extremely good balls there. Mark's playing up. Won't track with speed. 2. 19-9. The difficult thing is, isn't it, that you set off in a nip and tuck game and then someone just changes the length, the area of the green, you send a couple of bad balls and then panic sets in. And then how difficult is it to settle yourself again? Yep. 18 inch to the side of the block. Mark's ball is en route. Looks a bit of length. Nice ball. Can't imagine Greg is gonna ball this. I think he's gonna play up. Yep, incoming. Ooh, nicked it. Makes it a bit easier for Mark to make 2. I hope he does. Get this game going again. Touch her on. Okay. 2. Game on. 11-19. I know you shouldn't think about it, but these players surely think about the money that's at stake as well. Large prize pot they're playing for. Mark heading back towards the Swilly. Should come back a little bit. Good length. Greg's is also a good length, just inside Mark's ball. Looks better road to me, this. All on the length. Just got him. Above it? No, got it clean. Nice. Greg won. All but 11. I'd just like to take this opportunity to thank you all for watching. I believe we've got quite a few views. I'm really pleased for Josh. He's put so much hard work into this competition, and everybody around the green and everybody watching, we really appreciate all your support, so thanks so much. Okay, Greg leading out into the corner. His first ball approaching. It's not short. Just top side of the ball of the block. Gone a good 4 foot. because he was stuck out and he's just past the block, so I think he just said he's 4 foot in distance, but it's hard to say how far he's actually over. This is good ball. Foot to the side of the block. Looks like 2, so he's going to play a ball. Rest it out, run the jack, play dead in. Incoming ball. Could rest it. Just ran out. 1 to Greg. Final score, Greg Smith 21-11.
Ribblesdale Classic. Greg Smith from Birmingham 21.
What a great final.
And I'll be doing the presentation just outside the pavilion.
As you can see, many people are drifting away. I really hope that they stay and watch the presentation. Josh will say a few words or many words. Thanks everybody for watching.